Lewis and I met in Houston when we had the Houston conclave in 1970. Matter of fact, he was online, and Brother Ben Brown, who was a state representative for Georgia at the time, and he was a good friend of mine. When we got out to the conclave in Houston, Ben asked me if I would take, cause John was the collegiate banquet speaker. And so Brother Ben Brown asked me if I would take Brother Lewis up to his suite, up to his room. He wasn't living in a suite, and help him with his pledge material, because he was online. He didn't want any of the undergrads to know that John Lewis was online, because he didn't want them messing with him. That's how me and John Lewis met. And so I took him I went up to his room, and I spent the whole afternoon, matter of fact, the whole day. We had lunch and everything. And that's when I found out who he was, and that how he was involved in the civil rights movement. And that's when he found out that I was a member of the 16th Baptist Church Department.
Interesting.
So both of us had that bit of involvement in common. So that kind of kept us together. So after the conclave in Houston, we kept in contact. He came down here to visit me, and he was over the voter education project in Atlanta, and he gave the Betas the first little grant, the money, the grant funds from the voter education project. He gave us $500. That was a lot during that time. We paid the Betas we bought a whole lot of literature. We couldn't endorse a particular candidate, but we called it voter education, and that's what John Lewis's voter education project was about, educating the community about voting. And so we paid the Betas. We chose the community for them to go and pass out literature about all the candidates, not just one. And so that he gave us $500. So ever since then, John and I, we became very close, and we would be each other's best friend ever since then.
Wow.
Yeah, I would go visit him every time he would come to Miami. He would come in, and every conclave we would hang out. He was my boy. Matter of fact, right before he died, I was supposed to be going out to California with him, because he got a ship named after him.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. And when they found out, it's a cargo ship. And when he first found out they were going to name it after him, he told me he wanted me to go out there with him to christening. And I told him okay, because he had always wanted me to go places with him. I told him no. I don't like all the hoopla. I said, you can have all that. I said, but I wish I had. That's the only time I told him I would go with him, and I didn't make it because he didn't live to see it. He died right before they christened the ship. The night, about a week or so before he died, when he was out in the square.
Yeah, in DC.
Yeah. I talked to him that night. I told him. I fussed at him because I told you had no business out there.
He was kind of weak.
Because you were weak. I said you had no business out there. But then he died. But he was my boy. So I lost my thought. I got.
It's okay. So keep talking. Keep talking.
Yeah, but he was a very active person, and he kept me going. He kept me going. Yeah.
What did John Lewis think about Sigma? What was his thoughts on Sigma?
Oh, he loved Sigma.
What did he talk about? Like, what kind of, I don't want to get too personal, but what Sigma things, what did he like most about being a Sigma?
Well, he liked one because he's always so busy, but one of the things, Sigma was an outlet for him.
Okay.
Sigma was like a social outlet for him, to relax and you know, we're not going to talk about politics. We're just going to enjoy the brothers. You know, that kind of thing, you know. Matter of fact, as much as time we spent together, we never talked about politics. We never, because I was his way of getting away. When he come here, you know, he would always call and tell me, I'm going to be in South Florida, blah, 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 you know. Anytime he go in a place to travel, he would call me. If he going out, say if he going to, let's say Texas, Houston, he would call me and ask me, do you know any brothers in Houston, Brother David? You know anybody in Houston that I can trust? You know, you can't expose them just to anybody.
No.
You know, you kind of vet people that you surround him with. So he depended on me when you go to certain cities. If I knew some people, that if he would he would ask me if he could, you know, meet them. He would, you know, and I would tell him yes or no. Then I would make the arrangement. I would call the people and let them know who they couldn't bring people around. So he liked that to get away just to, you know, after speaking engagement and all that. In the evening after that, he just want to put his shoes off.
Yeah, we're human. We're all. We cannot you cannot go like this and like not have a balance. You cannot do that. That's impossible. Like, that's you going crazy. Yeah.
So that was one of the things that he loved Sigma about that. It served as a place where he could be around brothers, safe in a safe place with brothers, and just enjoy each other. You know, and he saw all the things that Sigma was doing, but you know, he wasn't involved in them because he was busy legislating. You know, but he just loved the brothers.
Yeah, he represents Sigma very well. Very well.
Yeah.